Alright, we just got back in from our 3-day. A lot of Kelp Paddy fishing.
Yeah, overall it was kind of a tough trip, but towards the end there, the yellows on the kelp started to play for us a little bit.
And it was interesting because it's a lot of smaller patties, but some of them yield really good results.
Yeah, there's some decent schools on small patties. The fish aren't quite biting like we want them to yet because the water's a little bit cold, but good signs of quality fish.
We had good mixed grade, anywhere from 5 to 14 pounds or so.
Yeah, I think it's really good signs for in the coming trips here as more and more yellows move up the line and they start to get to where they're putting their eggs on the kelps. I think we're going to have another epic yellowtail season.
And something I wanted to bring up here was fighting a fish that goes for the kelp. I dropped in pretty close to the kelp and I could tell my fish was heading there. So I tried to stay ahead of it as much as possible. I actually tightened down my drag a little bit more once I realized that my fish was in the kelp. And so all I was doing is just really keeping steady tension on the fish. I'm not pulling too hard. I'm just really keeping tension until I feel that release of either the head shaking or my rod being able to lift up a lot higher without that tension. So that's really the key. Just really have to be patient. You can see there the head shaking and then the fish comes out all the way. And then so you really start fighting it as it's out of the kelp.
Yeah, and like we said, the yellows were a little picky, so light line and small hooks was a little bit of a key there, like 25, 30-pound test and like size 2 hooks. The bluefin were not very cooperative throughout this trip. We stopped on some schools. We did hook one nice fish here at night. You can see Andre is using the rail very well here. The fish is pinwheeling up and he's got in low speed, getting it up to the gaffs here. And you can see that he's gonna get it up right to the surface there, and we're able to stick it and pull it in. That was a 80 to 100-pound bluefin right there.
So overall, a lot more yellowtail fishing right now, but we're still hopeful that the bluefin bite will come back strong.